I shouldn't do this, and it's probably dumb for me to do this, but I want to talk about some of the demonstrations and the protests we've seen this uh, weekend, this last couple of days, um, in the aftermath of this rollback on abortion rights. Um, I recognize the big picture of this, and this was a regressionist, you know, this is a rollback of our rights. And it isn't about just abortion, because Supreme Court, when that draft was leaked, said that they would not, it was just a draft, and they wound up doing it. And he also at the time said, I think it's in a draft where one of them says that this doesn't carry any weight or anything else. Because what they're saying is these are not like enumerated rights. These are not like in the Constitution. This is like a federal overreach. The protests that are going on in Los Angeles, New York, and other areas are due to the fact that a lot of people recognize this as a rollback, if you will, and that the powers that be are making a lot of people's lives illegal. That's what they're doing. Or that's what's threatened, that's what's in danger. That's what's being threatened, and just abortion. They even mentioned Logan versus Virginia, which was interracial, so they could try to roll that back. People were saying that some of the states, like California and where I come from, North Carolina, that these states are not. Even if the Supreme Court rolled it back, you still have abortion. That isn't the point. That's what conservatives do. Conservatives, like, they focus in, they tunnel vision in on issues, and conservatives don't understand like the greater implication of things. That if a person is doing A, he's probably doing B and C as well. Conservatives don't get that. Um, the fact that they lied, the fact that we understand most of the Supreme Court justices are put in by presidents who didn't even get the popular vote. And now they're basically deciding on the way the direction the country goes in. They are safeguarding democracy, and they are an arbiter in the rule of law in America. So, like I said, the protests that are going on aren't about abortion or whether you can get abortion in New York City, or you can get abortion in California, you can get abortion in Charlotte. The discussion is about you're rolling the country back. And we know this because we know what they did during COVID. We know about Democrats had like stopped going to hearings and stopped deciding on things and making votes in Congress. Republicans kept doing it. They were doing that. They were taking advantage of moments and events to stay in control of the next decade. So actually, we know that they're liars. We know they're deceptive and they engage in uh, just say deception. And the frustration is that, see, here's the thing about it. When you had the George Floyd protest in 2020, George Floyd don't speak for every black man. George Floyd didn't speak for every black man in Minnesota. George Floyd sold drugs. George Floyd went to jail for kicking a woman's door in. That's the last charge, I think. What was done to him was wrong, but don't glamorize what he was as a man. Same thing. This discussion that's going on in America of where we want to go is about so much more than a woman getting an abortion. This is about so much more than these little issues. And that's the frustration that you've got the Supreme Court, their ratings have dropped. Nobody has confidence in them. But the discussion really is that you have a government that is becoming more and more illegitimate, a Supreme Court that is illegitimate, and the government is not operating in the best wishes of the people. I don't agree with shooting fireworks at police. I don't agree with attacking police officers, but I understand the frustration. Thanks for listening.